కంటిన్యూ చేశాను నిజంగా. బాగుంది.
Hey guys, good morning. Can you hear me? Hey, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Happy Sankranti. Sankranti completed, right? Online people can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Online people, good morning.
Good morning,
So
sir.
today we'll go for the ReactJs. Topic is what? ReactJs. 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 Good. Tell me guys, coming to the ReactJs, we will start the introduction about the ReactJs today. Yeah. So the name itself saying that no, ReactJs. The React is completely basically depends on what? JavaScript tool. React is what? Basically from JavaScript. So ReactJs this JavaScript will react. JavaScript what? Will react. I'll tell you today exactly why we are moving to the ReactJs. What is the advantage of the ReactJs? Before the ReactJs, the Java developers, the Spring Boot MVC concept like that, MVC concepts. Today we'll focus on what is the ReactJs. The React is completely like, component-based approach. What approach? Component-based approach. I will tell you what is a component-based approach. Mostly the React is what? React is all about the components. React is all about what? Components. React is basically like, component-based approach. Component-based approach, right? Good. So React is completely like, the JavaScript format, guys. JS, like, JavaScript. The React is built completely using what? JavaScript. Completely using what? JavaScript, right? And it's basically like, component-based approach. Maybe if you know the MVC concepts, do you remember anyone MVC, right? Model view controller. Model view controller. Model view controller means what? We are creating one project. Definitely, we are doing one project in Spring Boot MVC. Like we have the controller layer, service layer, repository layer, and we have the views, right? We have the views. It means in MVC, complete project is done. Complete what? Project is completed. Complete project. The project contains what layers? Tell me. Controllers are there, services are there, repository is there. So, online people. MVC contains what? Controller services, repositories, and views we have, right? Views. Maybe JSP views and timely views, we have the views. It means MVC is a complete project, right? So MVC is what? Complete project. Complete project is deployed in the server. Complete project is what? Deployed in server. Complete project is deployed in the server means every request comes to server. Definitely every request comes to what? Server. And server need to handle the request and server has to give the response to the client. It means even small logic also, discount calculations. The request comes to server. I need to handle the discount calculations. I need to give the response to you. Even add to cart and discount calculations, coupon calculations. I remove the cart, wish list. Every functionality, MVC means what? Deployed at server side. So MVC project is what? MVC project is deployed at what? Server side, right? Online people, yes or no? So MVC project is deployed at what? Server side. MVC project is deployed at server side. Every request has to come to server. Server has to process the request and the server has to give the response back to the client. Response back to what? Client, right? Then what is the problem identified in that case? Every view is there at server side. Every logic is there at server side. Then what happened here? If number of requests are increased at server side, we need to process entire logics and server has to respond and server has to give the views to you, right? Server has to give what? Views. You got the point? So finally understood that, okay, discount calculation server side handled. Coupon count, coupon calculation server side handled. Data storage, the server side handled. Everything we handle at what? Server side. If number of requests are increased, then what happened? Burden on the server is increased, right? What is increased? Yeah, burden on the server is increased. Is that approach is good approach or not good approach? Because these days everyone using the online shopping, everyone using the social media, and everyone is in online, right? It means number of requests are increased, server burden is increased. That's what they decided, like, so discount calculations, add to cart logics, coupon code logics, okay, wish list logics. These are all the logics they are moving to the client side. With all the logics are moving to what? Client side. So we don't need to perform the logics at server side, right? We don't need to perform what? Logic at server side. All the logics are moving to what side? Client side. Only server side we can do only data storing logic, data stored permanently or data reading. That kind of logic we can write what side? Server side. Server. It means what? The main logics are moved to what? Client side, right? Main logics are moved to what? Client side using React concept. React is like, client side. React is a browser side. React is a browser side. For discount calculations, you don't send the request to server. The React itself do the discount calculation. The React itself do the add to cart option. The React itself do the Tell me a coupon code calculation. The React itself will do the page loading. The React itself will do the complete UI is there at what side? Tell me here. Client side. Only the main business logics you can write at what side? Server side, right? Then what the React will do? Tell me. Previously, MVC project means what? Complete project as a single unit. We previously what? Complete project as a single unit. But what the React is doing? Tell me now. React will separate what? React will separate the React will what? Move the business logic to what side is your client side. At the point, right? The React will separates what? The client side logics. Like completely we can do at what side? Client side. Your browser is doing your logics, your browser is doing your logics, your browser is doing what? Your logic. Because every client browser is different, right? Browser is what? Yeah, different. It means the logics are performed at client side, server side now. Client side. So client side logics are performed means what? Server burden is decreased, right? Yes or no? The first point is very, very important. Previously, MVC project is there. MVC completely one project deployed in the server. It means every logic you need to perform at what side? Server side. Every request sent to what? Server side. Every discount calculation, coupon code calculation, add to cart, everything is moving to what? Server side. Now what we are doing is we are moving that logics to client side. We are moving that logics to what? Client side. We are moving that logics to client side means then what happened? Tell me. The client server burden is reduced or not? Tell me, server burden is what? That is the first point about your React. So previously MVC is there. MVC project means what? Tell me guys, what is the MVC project says? Complete project is deployed by server. If number of requests are increased, then what happened here? Server side burden increased. That's what we are doing. Tell me. Tell me, we need online people can hear me. We need to please respond in the chat box. Okay, always say yes or no, something like that. If you have any questions, you can raise the question. So we understood that previously MVC project is there. MVC means what? Completed server side. First, we need to understand why we are moving to the React. That is the main intention. Directly starting the functions, writing the code is not good. First, we need to know that in real time why the React is very popular and what the React will do and what the React purpose. We should know the React functionality first. Oh, you got the point, huh? What the first point? Tell me. MVC previously what projects we have? MVC. MVC means what? Model view controller. You're thinking like model view controller very much important, but these days we have never used the model view controller concepts in the real time. Because model view controller means what? Single project deployed at server side. It means every logic we need to handle at what? Server side. Discount calculation server side. Coupon code calculation server side. Add to cart to server side. Remove to cart server side. Clear cart server side. Maintain the history server side. These many logics maintained at server side in MVC project. That's what data tell me. The React will shift that logics to server side or client side. Client side. Discount calculations are server side or client side. Client side. Coupon code calculations are client side. Server. Coupon code is what? Client side. Add to cart, client side. Remove cart, client side. Maintain the history, client side. Maintain the address details, client side. Everything is moving to client side. You got the point? So that is the React, guys. The first point of React, the React will bring that all the logics to what? Server side or client side? Client side. The logics are performed at a client side using what? React. Using what? React, right? That is the first point of the React. All the logics are what? All the logics, tell me. All the logics are moved to, tell me guys, client side, server side? Client side. Previously, where we are writing all the logics? So in React, single model, right? In the React, tell me guys, in the React, all the logics are moved to client side. In MVC projects, tell me, in MVC project, all the logics are, tell me guys, all the logics are what? Performed at what side? Server side, right? Exactly. Which one is good? Perform the logic side, client side is good, or server side is good? Client side. Why? The server burden is reduced. What is reduced? Server burden is reduced, right? The first point, guys. Got the point? Good. The second one is like, React is like, component based approach. React is what? Component based approach. React, everything is a component. Like, menu bar, one component you can say. And waste products, one component. Non-waste products, one component. So React is build using what? Component based approach, guys. What approach here? Using components. What is a component? I will tell you. But make sure that one browser is there. In the browser, we have the multiple views you can see, right? Basic products, non-basic products, electronic products. Tell me here what we can see. Cart items, orders. These all are like, components. These all like, component based approach. Sir, what is this component? What is this? I'll tell you what is a component based approach. But make sure that React is, we are seeing like React, basic products, one part, non-basic products, one part. Yes, sir. Waste products, one part, non-waste products, orders, yeah, address history, address is there. What we should be there in the view part, you can see. Make sure that Amazon is there, Flipkart is there, right? What we are seeing, tell me. Mobiles, tell me your mobiles, wish list, so account details. It means everything is like, it's a component based approach. Everything we can see like, one component format. So, React is what based approach? Tell me. Component based approach. Waste products is one component. Non-waste products is one component. Mobiles is one component. Laptop is one component. All about what approach? Tell me here. Component based approach. The component, like, entire page is one component. Our small button also one component. The component as small as button, as large as page also. It may be. We got the point, huh? So what the point, tell me? So when you see the view in the Amazon and Flipkart, we need to see like, tell me here what we have to see. We have to see like, components. Think like components, not like view. It's like components. React is what approach here? Components. Veg items, one component. Non-veg items, one component. Milk items, one component. Cart, one component. Orders, one component. Address, one component. Everything is like what approach? Tell me here. Component based approach. You see like, components. React is all about the component, guys. Like people, you got the point, huh? React is all about what approach here? View approach or component based approach? You don't say like view. You say like, component. Don't say like React used to build the UI. Build the UI only. React is used to build what? UI. User interface. I agree that. But it is what based approach? Tell me here. Component based approach. React is what type of approach here? So React is what? Component based approach, right? Yeah, component based approach. Tell me guys, veg items. Veg items is one component. So non-veg items, one component. So non-veg items is what? One component. Tell me like there's some components name, tell me. Veg items in one component, non-veg items component. Add to cart. Add to cart is one component, fine. Remove cart is one component, fine. Cart is a component. Orders is a component. These all are like, component based approach. React is the component based approach. The component is like, so you can see the book my show, guys. Book my show contains what? It's showing the multiple, what we can say, movies, right? Every movie is one component. Every movie is what? One component. Like if you take the first movie card is like, Pushpa, second movie is what? KGF, second, third movie is what? Triple R, like movie components. Like this, every card is one component. And these all the components are there in one big component, big content. These all are there in what? One big container. It means what? The component is as large as like, page, as small as like button also. It means everything in React, we have to see like what approach, tell me guys here? Component based approach. What approach here? Component based approach, right? There's 2 points about the React, guys. What the first point, tell me about the React? Online people, please respond. Please use the chat box. What the first point about the React, tell me? In MVC? The MVC project. MVC single project. Deployed at what side? Server side. It means every client has to send the request to server side. Server has to process the logic, discount calculations, coupon code calculations, and add to cart calculations, remove cart calculations. Everything is done at what? Server side. Server has to respond to you. In the 2010, 2008, 2007, that time. But these days, like, everything is moving to online. Number of users are increased. So that these many logics you can write at server side, server burden is increased. That's what you are saying, like MVC is important, but the projects are not using MVC these days. We should know the fact, we should know the reality. That's what happened, guys. All the logics are moved to what? Client side. Client side using what? React. React will bring all the logics to client side. Discount calculation server side, client side, client side using React. Coupon code calculations, React. You got the point? Here are the two options, guys. Maybe you can become a Java developer, move to the Java side. Otherwise, complete React. You can make it as UI developer also. You can make it as what? UI developer. That's why at least focus on what? Complete React, you'll become a UI developers, front-end developers. Got the point? The first point is what? All the logics are moved to client side, server side, client side using React. Second one is what? React is what type of approach? Component based approach. Movie card, one component. Button, one component. Entire page, one component. Add to cart, component. Everything is a component based approach. Veg items component, non-veg items components, add to cart is a component, cart is a component, orders is a component. These all are what approach, guys, here? Component based approach. What approach here? Component based approach, right? That is second point about the React. Clear, right? Any questions? One is what? All the logics are moving to client side, server side. Huh? Client side. Second one is what? React is what approach? You forgot about what is a component. I'll tell you what is a component, how to create the component, how to load the component. That we will see later classes. But see, like, everything is the terminal is important. That's why we focus on the terminology first. React is what approach? Component based approach. The third one is like, the very important thing. See, in the olden days, like 2008, that time, we have some shopping cart websites. When we click on the veg products, do you think only veg products are loading? Entire project will be reloading? You are clicking on veg products. Is that only veg products are loading? Or entire project is loading? Entire project is loading. That is a concept of like, 2007 and 2008 like that. Online people, please respond. When you click on the veg products, only veg is loading, entire project is loading. Entire project means like side components, above components, headers, footers, these all entire components loading, a specific part is loading. Online people not responding. I'm asking that when we click on the entire project is loading, sir. Very good. What is loading, guys? Entire project is loading, specific components are loading. Entire project is loading. Tell me, guys, just to load the only veg products, entire project is loading. But if we take the Amazon products, Amazon contains how many products? Do you think? 1,000 products? 10,000 products? Crores of products? Definitely, the Amazon contains how many products? Crores of products. How many products? Yeah. After festival today, first class. I can understand that. That's what I'm not talking any programmatic part. I'm talking only discussion part. Online people, you are also after festival, right? Okay, cool, no problem. Huh? Online people, cool. Slowly we'll move forward, okay? Sir, man. Yes, sir. After 1 week, today first class, after 10 days first class means maybe feel difficult, but try to accept. You have to accept means you need to involve in the concept. Previously, MVC project, everything is server side, but everything server side means server will crash. That's what everything is server side, move that logics to client side. Move that logics to using React. Then React is important, not important? Important, very important. Very powerful React, real time. And second point we discuss React is what approach? View-based approach or component-based approach? Everything is a component. Think always like, every day we will talk about the component. What you are the component. Online people, when we click on the Amazon laptops, only laptops will be loaded, entire project is loaded up. Only what happened here? Laptops are loaded, entire projects are loaded up. Entire project is loaded, exactly. If entire project is loaded means the Amazon contains like, when you're sleeping, they're adding some like crores of projects. You're sleeping, right? When you're sleeping, then what happened? That people are adding crores of projects. One entire project is loading means crores of products are loading. If the crores of products are loading means then think about your internet issues and what? Page loading issues. Online people, yes or no? Entire project is loading means definitely issue, right? Because Amazon contains how many products? Crores of products. If you click on the waste products, entire project is loading means crores of products are loading. That is good or not good? Loading entire project is good or loading the specific only, laptops are good? Which one you want here? Entire project, online people, please respond. Entire project loading good or only, specific components loading is good? Loading specific components are good, right? Waste products means only load the waste items. Remaining us don't touch. Milk means only load the milk items. Non-waste means load only non-waste items. Don't load the header part, footer part, sidebar, left sidebar, right sidebar, header, footer. Don't load anything. Just you can load what? Only loading is good, right? Exactly. Loading only what is good? Specific components are good. Loading what? Specific. Specific. Loading only veg items is good. When I click on the veg, remaining items don't touch. Remaining items no effect, no refresh. Any refresh? No refresh. No refresh. So it means what? Loading the specific content of the application, right? Our entire project loading is good. Only loading the specific content is good. Loading the specific content is good. That is like concept of like React is enabling that concept using one React using like single page application concept, guys. What the concept name? Single page application. React use like main feature like single page application. What application? Yeah. Single page application means what? Without reloading entire project, it will load the specific content of the application. It will load what? Specific content. If you load veg items, only veg loaded. Non-veg are non-veg loaded. Cart are cart loaded. Orders are orders loaded. Online people, you got the clarity. That is what? What the concept name? What the concept name? Yeah. SPA, single page application. What the concept name, guys? Single page. What is single page application? That is like simple form is like SPA. SPA means what? SPA. This is like what? Single page what? Application. What is single page application? Instead of reloading, tell me guys, instead of what? Instead of reloading, instead of what? Reloading entire page, it will load what? It will load the specific, tell me, it will load what? Specific. Speak out, yeah. It will load what? Entire page of only specific components are. It will load the only specific components. It will load what? Only specific component. That's the feature of the React. We need to load the entire project. We need to load only specific components. We have to load up. Specific components we have to load. Specific components we have to load means that is enabled using concept is what? Single page application. What the concept name, guys? Single page application. What is a single page application? That's like instead of reloading the entire page, it will load what? It will load the specific content using what? Single page application concept. Okay, how many points about the React we done total? 3 points. Point 1 is what? MVC. MVC means what? Completely at the server side. Every logic is implemented at what? Server side. If number of requests are increased, burden on the server is increased. That's what the logics are moved to server side or client side. The logics are moved to client side so that your logics are performed in your browser itself. Your logics are performed in what? In your browser. Second one is what? React is what type of approach? Component based approach. Everything is one component. Veg items means only veg items are loaded. Nothing but what? Single page application. Entire project is loading a single page. What do you can say? Tell me, yeah. Entire project loading a specific components are loading a specific components are loaded. That is what is the concept name? Single page application. Yeah, instead of reloading the entire page, it will load the specific component. Specific content will be loaded. That is what? Single page application. We will implement the single page application. Clear now? Good. You please write some points. Take the notes. Online people, you also better to maintain the notes. You please maintain the nodes. React is using the one component or multiple components. React is used to build the user interface using components. React is all about the components here. Yeah, single page application. If someone is asking what is the purpose of single page application means what is single page application, tell me. Instead of reloading entire project, the single page application enables you to load the you should have the clarity about that point. It's not like by hearting the point and we have to learn the point, not possible. Movie grid is a big component. Movie card. Button is a small component. Everything is a components, guys. Before the React, we are implementing the logic at what? Client side or server side? Server side. Before the React, we are implementing the logics. It's nothing but what? In MVC, right? React is building using one component or combining multiple components. Combining. React is used to build the user interface using components. React UI. UI full form is what? Is built by combining the multiple components. The component is as small as button, as large as entire page also. Button is a big component, a small component. Movie card. Movie card means one movie. 10 cards becomes what? Movie grid. Movie card is a large component, a medium component. Movie grid, because movie grid contains movie cards. Online people, any questions? Before React, we are implementing the logics at server side. Let's be done with the first point. Point number 3 is what? SP. What is SP? Instead of reloading entire page, before the React, when we click on the products, we click on the mobile products otherwise. Before the React, when we click on the mobile products, the entire page will be what? The entire page will be reloaded. In Amazon project, Amazon contains crores of products. Write the point by point some gap so that you can clearly understand the concepts first. Today we understand that how the logics are performed at server side and client side. Server side is good, client side is good. Client side, because every browser needs your own browser. But logic side, server side means what happens? Server burden is increased. Second point, React is what type of approach? Component based approach. So React is building based on one component to multiple components by combining multiple components. The components as big as movie grid, as medium as movie card, as small as button. I mean, what's the meaning of a local state and a global state? Any idea? Online people? Local state versus global state. Online people, you don't talk, I cannot hear you. You can always make in the chat box. Starting. Local state and global state. What is the meaning of local state and global state? Any idea about the local state and global state? Online people, please respond. For the meaning of local state and global state. One guy responded here. Thank God. In inside the variable is called local state. Okay. Inside the variable is local state. Global state means outside the variable. Hmm. Local state and global state. Exactly. Hmm. Good, good. Local state versus global state. You know, politicians, right? Every village contains sarpanch, right? Your village, every village contains what? Sarpanch. Is nothing but local state. It means that person is belongs to your village, right? Sir, no. Yeah. Local state means that is specific to the component. React is all about component based. React is used to build what? User interface. React is used to build what? User interface based on components. The logics are specific to the component means what? The local state. Your sarpanch is local state. MLA is what? Is local state or global state? Because the MLA is specific to the village is a common for 30-40 villages. Narendra Modi. Local state or global state? Global state. Sarpanch is the only sarpanch is local state because only sarpanch is belongs to a specific village. Sir, no? Good. Local state and what? Global state. Local state. See, even Satyatech office is there, no? Satyatech, we have the here one classroom is there, that four classrooms, big building is there, another 4 classrooms are there, almost 10 floors are there, no? It means 10 like classrooms. Every classroom contains every classroom contains office, like reception. For all 10 classrooms, we will maintain one office room. Online people, please respond. We will maintain one office room for all 10 classrooms. For every classroom, we are maintain the office. Huh? Maintain one office for how many classrooms? 10 classrooms. Every student has to go to the any classroom student has to go to where? Huh? Office, main office. That is like local state or global state? Global state, guys. Yeah, it means one office room for all classrooms, right? It means what? That is like global state or local state? Global state. You have the n number of products. Assume like laptops are there and please stop writing. Listen. You are cool, cool. Wake up, please. After festival na class. Online people, we don't know what their situation also. But offline people, you should target. Maybe they are sleeping, they are eating, they are sometimes they are playing cricket, sometimes they'll watch the online class. That's okay, fine. They will take care. But you guys focus. What the concept? Concept name is what? Local state and See, developer means every point you should analyze. It's not like, by heart the concept, read the points, getting the points is useless. Always we need to analyze what the concept is going on. We understood local state versus global state. The office is for the specific to the class. Every 10 classroom, 10 offices are there. That is what? Local states. But we have the local state and global state. Global state. Global state means what? The 10 classrooms contains how many offices are? Only one office. Only? That is local state, global state. See, if you take the Amazon products, you are purchasing some laptop. You are click on the add to cart. After that, we are moving to where? Mobiles. You are purchase one mobile, add to cart. After that, you are purchase one, what? Keyboard, add to cart. And we need to click on one shirt, add to cart. One pant, add to cart. One shoe, add to cart. Yes or no? I think here, laptops is one page, one component. Mobiles is one component. Fans is one component. Shoes is one component. All belongs to one component. Like these are different components, right? Yes or no? All different components, same component. Laptops one component. Mobiles is one component. Keyboard is one component. Mouse is one component. So one shoes is one component level. This when we click on the add to cart, these all are where is added? Tell me in the cart button, right? Yes or no? Cart added a laptop, one item, mobile, second item, keyboard, third item, shoe, fourth item. These all items are added in where? Cart. Yes or no? Now cart is the local state or global state? Huh? Very good. Yeah. That is a global state because it has to maintain one page data, na? All pages data. Na? Because only laptops does not contain cart. Only mobiles does not contain cart. Only shoes does not contain cart. So does not contain what? Cart. Only mobiles does not contain cart. Only shirts does not contain cart. For this all we will maintain what? Single cart, right? Yes, sir. This is local state and global state. Huh? Global state. Global state or local state? Global. Global, local. Global state. Online people, global state or local state? Cart. Cart is definitely local state or global state? Local state. Tell me, local state or global state? Who knows? Who knows and who cares? You are clicking on mobile, right? Mobile and laptop, this all right. It's like local state or global state? Global state. Global, local. What happened here? Only one guy is responding. Remaining all are what? Sir, please explain.
Global.
Explain, no problem.
Sleeping.
Very good, Bharat. No, Bharat, you purchase one laptop, na? You click on add to cart, laptops. Mobile, add to cart. Shirt, add to cart. Pant, sleeping, add to cart. Bharat, these all the products are added in where? Cart, right? It means these all are the same components or different components are. Bharat, these all are same components or different components are. Different components. These all the components should be added in where? Cart, right? Then cart is local state or global state, Bharat? Local state or global state? Global state, because it has to maintain one cart, one component detail, all the component details are. We need to maintain what? Local state or global state? Cart is the local state or global state? Cart is a global state. Cart is what? Global state. To maintain the global state, we are going for one concept like, Redux. What the concept name? Okay, today I'll explain all the concepts what we are going to discuss. Then I'll implement all the concepts. You have the clarity. It's not like, first day A plus B addition, second day cricket score 4 plus 6. Are 4 plus 6 how much? 10. Online people, 4 plus 6 how much? 4 plus 6 how much? Generally the classrooms they 10. Very good. Good. But Nitish, we are not here to learn like 4 plus 6, right? we should think about what? Application point of view. Mid-paid classes mostly discuss what? 4 plus, click on the 6, click on the 4. Right? 4 plus 6, how much? 10 A. That's big application. Huh? Oh, morning. We are not here to listen like, 6 plus 2, 2 plus 2. Welcome to Satya Tech. Printing the 4 vegetables. We will not do. We will do the project. Add to cart, remove cart, clear cart, maintain the orders, maintain the history, all your history, maintain your address details, maintain what? This all we will do. Project, completely project. Online people, after complete this course, you can put that project in the GitHub. And I'll put that project in the live. In entry, when you see it, they'll ask like React, what the project you shown. But these days, like, in entry, you'll ask the question, simply one question. Are you looking very good and you're doing leg on the leg? You tell me what the project you done. Then immediately you said like, I done the printing the vegetables, 4 vegetables. I'm printing cricket score. Cricket score means what? 6 plus 4 is how much? 10 plus 1 is how much? Huh? What I mean, if you do that kind of project, you won't accept it. Be careful, React, be careful and take care about the points. After this, you'll put that project into the live. I'll host that project into the live. In enter, you can tell that URL, GitHub / your name like Veeranjaneyulu. Then you can see all the project what you done the React. It's not like 6 plus 4 10. Welcome to Satya Tech. Welcome to Hyderabad. I am sleeping. You are walking. It's not going to work out. Topic is what? Local state under. Every classroom, one office means global state. Every classroom have one office.
Portal school ki
Like one classroom, one office. 2 classroom, 2 offices. Local state. Sarpanch is there, na? Sarpanch means what you can say Hindi. Village Sarpanch is there, na? Sarpanch. Sarpanch is what? Local state or global state? Be specific to the village. MLA is local state or global state? PM, global state. To maintain the global state, and the application point of, we have the cart. Cart is a local state or global state? Cart is a component. It will maintain the laptop item, it will maintain the electronic item, it will maintain the shoes, shirt, fan, water bottle, whatever it may be, right? You need to maintain local state or global state? Huh? To maintain the global state, we are using one concept like, Redux. What the concept name? Yeah. Understand the Redux. Cart means Redux. You'll implement the cart. Add to cart, remove cart, clear the cart, remove the items, plus, minus, those all we will do. That is a concept like, global state. To maintain the global state, what the concept will use? Wait, what the concept? Yeah, Redux. What the purpose of Redux? Tell me. Redux is used to maintain what state? Local state or global state? Huh? Global state. Hey, today we'll discuss about the total 5 points. Enough. 5 points are good for health. 5 points are enough, right? 5 points or 10 points, right? To maintain the global state. What is the global state application point of view? Cart. Cart is local state or global state? Why it is a global state? Because it has to maintain all the product details. One page details or multiple page details are. That is called Redux. Redux is used to maintain the global state. Example is what? In Amazon, we will select some items in what? Mobile page. We will select some items in what? Kitchen. We will select some items in what? Footwear. Above all items count will be maintained in what? Cart. Maintained where? Cart. Using Redux concept. Remove the cart, add the cart, clear the cart. This is all done using what? Global state, guys. That is using what? Redux concept. What the purpose of Redux? Tell me now. What the purpose of Redux? What the purpose of Redux? To maintain local state or global state?
Global side.
Global state means the state is what? Specific to the component or common for all components? Good. That is the Redux. Listen. Last point I'll take one. Otherwise, write that point. When people you are writing the notes, better write the notes. After festival, right? Take the new year to maintain the global state. Yes, sir. Redux is used to maintain the global state. Some people will ask the question in interview, what do you know about the React? Immediately how to tell all the concepts of the React. What the first concept? React is what approach? React is built using one component and multiple components. Component is as small, as big as bigger, as medium as medium. Very good, right? Okay. Second point is what? Previously, you are doing a logic set what? If number of users are increased, then what happens? Server button increase, server will crash. Sir, no, yaar. After office, you are going to home and you are sleeping. Number of requests are increased, server will crash. Then we have to move that logics to client side, server side. How to move the logics to client side? Using React kadamma, React. React and online people React. See, ReactJs, JavaScript will react. Point, right? JavaScript will. That is the point. Redux is used to maintain the local state or global state. Global state. In Amazon, we will select some items in the mobiles. We will select some items in the laptops. We will select some items in the kitchen. When you purchase the mobile, better to purchase some kitchen items also. Why? Maybe you don't know. When you purchase the mobile for your mobile, right? Some kitchen items are also for some purchase for your wife. Yes or no? Don't purchase all for you. Above all items, we need to maintain in cart. Using what concept name coming? Redux. Redux is for the local state or global state. States are two types, local state and global state. Specific to the component means local. Specific to the component. Specific to the component means local. Common for all components, global. Very good. Online people, this class should be like, every day you should finish early, you should take the more time. You won't finish early or you will take the more time. Every day this class should be going on like 2 sessions. The class will be the 2 sessions. Session 1 is for the 9 to 11. And session 2, I will take in the evening class 4 p.m. 4 to 5:30. One session at 9 a.m., one session at 4 p.m. Session 1 and session 2. If possible, you can come to the live classes, you can join the session also. Wait, how many points you done today? I'll tell you the 5 points. Evening class also 5 points. Total how many points? You'll get the React completed. Morning 5 points, evening 5 points. React is what? Completed. Completed means theoretically we done. You know the concepts. Practically we have to implement. Practically, local state and global state. Redux to maintain the local state or global state. Redux to maintain the global state. To tell the point 1 minute, like 5 to 10 minutes. But to implement it will take 1 week. Redux very powerful. Because Redux only add to cart, remove cart, remove item, and clear cart. Everything is done in the Redux itself. Complete? How many points? Last point I will tell you. Fifth point. Where we will store this data, products, all the products? Database, right? Where will store the data here? Database, huh? Database means server side. Database is client side, server side. Wait, database means what? Client side, server side. Database server side. Data will be stored in the database permanently. And we need to read the data from the database, or we need to store the data in the database. Store the data in where? Database. Here, if you want to store the product into the database, you send the data to product item, add product. What product? Save product. What we have to do? Save product. Save product we need to send to server side using REST APIs. The server side, you see guys, real time only we limit two things only. We don't want MVCs and we don't want this all. We only require only two things. Front end React, back end is REST APIs. Front end is what? Yeah. Back end is? We don't want your core Java, advanced Java, your MVC. These all are for us, we don't want. In real time, we require only two things. 99 cases. One is sleeping in the class, one is sleeping in what? Hostels. పద్ధతిగా నీట్గా చేతి వాచ్ పెట్టుకున్నాడు తమ్ముకున్నాడు. How many ways you can sleep total? Two ways. One in the one is what? Classroom. After that is what? Hostel. Two ways you can sleep. Sir, no? Real time also required how many things? Two things. Front end is what? React. Back end is what? REST APIs. That's all. MVC. These all are outdated concepts. Core Java, advanced Java. Who want your advanced Java, core Java, servlets, and who want your MVC concept? MVC is a complete project, single image. We want only what? Two things in the real time. Front end developers, what we will do? Huh? Yeah. Front end, back end, REST APIs. That's all. The front end React will interact with the back end REST APIs to read the data and store the data in database. What you understood? Tell me here. In real time, what we require to tell me? Total two things. One is what? Front end. Front end is what? Back end. Exactly. Only we require two things in the real time, guys. One is the front end. One is what? Back end. Front end is what? Tell me here. Front end. Front end. What we'll use? Hey, don't say HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These all combinationally React. You don't say I know HTML, I know CSS, I know JavaScript. Who want your CSS, HTML, JavaScript? Everything is what? React. You know React or not? You don't say I know core Java, I know advanced Java. We don't want this all. We know you know REST APIs are not. They understood, huh? What understood? Online people understood, right? Exactly. Some people are saying, sir, I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript very well, sir. Who want your HTML, CSS here? These all are combined together. We are building UI using React only. Using HTML, using React. Front end is not built using HTML, not built using JavaScript, not built using CSS. We are built using what? React. Front end is what? React. Front end is what? Front end is back end. Sir, I know core Java, I know advanced Java. You can keep it, We don't want that. Sir, I know core Java, advanced Java. What we have to do with your core Java and advanced Java? We want only what? REST APIs. Do you know REST APIs or not? Sir, I don't know REST APIs, sir, but I am very good at core Java, advanced Java, sir. What we have to do with core Java, advanced? Be practical. Sir, no, don't be serious. No, my words may be definitely effective. Sir, I know core Java very well, advanced Java very well. I want job. Who will give the job to you? Because we want REST APIs. Backend developers, we have to build what? REST APIs, right? Front end means what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. Kalyani, React. Front end, what we required? React. Back end? MVC, MVC no, MVC outdated. MVC means completely together. View layer, controller layer, everything. But REST means what? REST is service. I told them REST is what? Service. Front end is what? Back end is? But in interest, some people will tell, sir, I know very well core Java, sir. I know very well. What do you know about the back end? Sir, I know very well about the core Java advanced Java. That is not back end actually. Back end we want what? REST APIs. Do you know REST APIs or not? Yes, sir, I don't know, sir. Get out from the cabin. Sir, no. The front end is built using what? Front end, what do you know? I know, sir, HTML, CSS, jQuery, sir, Bootstrap, sir. All I know, sir. Do you know React? Sir, I don't know, sir. I know basics of React, sir. Get out. Because front end is all based on what? HTML, CSS are using React. Using React. Using what? React. React is very important because it will react. React అవ్వట్లేదు అసలుకి. Front end is what? Back end is? Last time one guy, he completed React. He completed what? In the middle of the React, I think. Middle of the React, he went to the Bangalore. He's a front-end interview, basically. He said, like, what do you know about the UI? Sir, I know very well HTML, CSS, JavaScript, sir. Bootstrap and React, I am learning in the middle. I know some basics of React, he said like that. Do you know this interview is only for the React? Yes, sir, I know React, but you said basics of React. How can I believe you? Get out from the cabin. Yes, sir, man. The project is what? Hello? మొత్తాన్ని కలిపేసి జావాస్క్రిప్ట్ చెప్తాను నువ్వెందుకు ఓకే ఒక క్లాస్ అయిపోద్ది కదా So you got the point, huh? Front end is what? Back end is? It means the front end React has to store the data in the database, means back end we have to work with the REST APIs. The front end React has to send the WhatsApp message, means React will not send the WhatsApp message. Give the mobile number to the back end Java REST APIs. The REST API will send the mail, REST API will send the message, REST API will send the OTPs, REST APIs will send what? Emails, REST API will do anything. Payment gateways, everything is done in what? React, not React, REST APIs. Using what? Front end is? Back end is? The front end React has to interact with the back end REST API, right? We require some communication, right? Yes or no? What I told last point, tell me. The front end React has to be communicate with the back end MVC REST APIs. The front end React has to communicate with the back end REST APIs using the concept like Axios. Axis Bank Axios. Online people understood? That is like Axios concept. What the concept name? What the purpose of Axios? The front end React will communicate with what? Back end? Online people, you are not chatting. You are not chatting, I will hurt. If I hurt, I will not take the class. Yes, sir. If I ask the question, you have to respond, right? You are sending hi. Other person also has to send hi, right? Otherwise, that guy is hurt. Online people, I also hurt. Please respond. Huh? You also have to join another institute. Huh? If you join another institute, you will lose the subject. First day of React, no one will tell you this much content. They said like, I am the big faculty in Ameripet. React is very important. React is introduced 1990s. Given by that fellow. What fellow? I don't know. Because we are the developers, right? We also focus on what? Content, how the process is going. It's not like, I am the great, my institute is top. It's all about, always need to focus on what? Content automatically. Front end is? ReactJs. Okay, good. Front end is what? Back end is? Even if you don't know React back and REST API, you leave it. You will become UI developers, React developers. Everything 75%, 80% work is done by React only in real time. Only 20-25% work is done by backend developers. Because everything is front end, right? Everything is component. Everything is entire page loading, specific content loading. Specific content loading. The logic side, server side, client side. Everything is what? React. Okay, front end is what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. Back end. The front end React will interact with back end REST APIs using the concept is what? Axios. The concept name? Today got the 5 points, guys. Very important. First point is what? React is what based approach? UI parts are components are. React, everything we need to talk about the components. React is a component based approach. What approach, ma? React is a component based approach, number one. And number two is what? Okay, number 1 point. React is what approach? Component. Component is UI is combining one component, multiple components are. Component is as big as big, as medium as what? Medium, as small as what? You tell me that points there. As big as grid, as big as medium as card, as small as button, like that. Second point is what? I forgot it. Before the React, we are implementing logics at client side, server side. Server side, discount calculations, total amount calculations, history maintenance, increment the count, decrement the count, all server side. Then what happened? Server burden increased. What increased here? Move that logics to server side or client side? Client side using what? Very nice, ma. Think after the class you should feel like we learn some concepts. What, Kalyani? Got the point, right? Learn the concepts. Point number 3. What is point number 3? Not your spa. React spa. What spa? Hey, in the Google Infosys we have a spa. You don't know. Hey, you can check the Google employee lifestyle, Microsoft employee lifestyle. So we have the like gyms and spas and food and clear, right? Spa means what? What meaning a single page application? Instead of reloading entire page, we need to load only. When you tell something, you should tell like with example. When I click on the web products, only web products loaded without loading entire page, without loading heading and footing and left and right is all right. That's the concept, guys. And next one is what? Redux. What is the Redux? Tell me. Local state or global state? Global state. What state?
Global state.
Local state means what? That is a state based specifically the component. One classroom, one office. Second classroom, one more office. Third classroom, one more office. Like this local state. Sarpanch is a local state because Sarpanch is specific to what? Village. But MLA is local state or global state?
Global state.
Global state. And in React, Redux and application point of view, cart. Cart is a local component, a global component. Because the cart should maintain what? All. It means laptops, mobiles, shoes, and shirts and all. Fourth point is what? Fifth point, Axios. Yeah, fifth point is what? Axios. Front end is what? Back end. The front end React will interact with what? Back end REST APIs using. All right. Front end means you don't tell like I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You say like React. Back end means you don't I know Java, Core Java, Advanced Java, MVC. These all. Back end means what? Because the front end developers will focus on the React. Back end developers will focus on what? REST APIs. The front end React will interact with what? Back end REST APIs using what the concept here? Yeah, that is the concept. Write the points. The front end means what? HTML, CSS. Front end is not HTML, CSS, JavaScript, guys. Front end is what? React. And this is like, Axios. Alan, people, any questions? You please write the notes and maintain the notes properly. And you read the points before come to the next class, at least 10 to 15 minutes. Focus on the class. I think 5 points are very Important. The front end is React and back end is what? Some people will tell you after core job you will get the job. After core job, what you will do in real time? No use. After HTML, CSS, what you will do in real time? Mandatory front end means what? React. Back end means what? REST APIs. The front end React will interact with what? Backend REST APIs using Axios. We will ask the question, what is the purpose of Redux? To maintain the global state. What is the purpose of Axios? The React front end will interact with the backend REST APIs using what concept? Axios. Some people will ask what is SPA, single page application. Single page application told what? Instead of reloading entire page, entire application, specific content we should load. Like that we should talk. React is what? View based approach or component based approach? React is a component based approach. React will do the client side logics. In React, we load a single page application. The React will maintain the global state using Redux. You can write the local state, global state. Local state means, tell me guys, specific to component. Global state means what? Specific to the component or common for all components? Common to all components. When I told the example, you write the examples better. కొత్తలు ఉన్నారా? ఇప్పుడు మనం చెప్పాం కదా, ఇప్పుడు జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ చెప్పేద్దాం, మళ్ళీ వీళ్ళు కూడా వస్తారు కదా, జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. అందుకనే వీళ్ళకి జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే పోద్ది. జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ చెప్పండి, మిగతా మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను చెప్పండి. వాళ్ళకి బ్యాకప్ ఇస్తాను అని చెప్పండి. ఎందుకంటే 2 క్లాసెస్ 4 రోజులు పెట్టుకున్నాను. 11 REST API and React and REST API interaction. Why you're asking? Because in the front end we are entering the product ID, product name, price. We click on the save, where it has to store in the database. It means backend, right? Server, right? It means these details we need to give the REST APIs. The REST API will store the data in the database. No, you give the, React have the data. That data we have to give to whom? REST APIs. Then REST API will store the data in database. No, you are thinking like Axios to store the data in database. REST. That meaning is store the data in database. So the front end React will communicate with the REST APIs to send the data and get the data. That communication purpose we are going for what? Axios. Storing the data or reading the data from the database. Okay, what is the front end here? Front end is what? React. Back end is what? The front end React will interact with what? Back end REST APIs using what the concept name? Generally, the products are available in where? Database. We need to create the REST calls to read the data from what? Products. Axios package. Yeah. All of you, please respond all the 5 points today. What we did? Written up? Tell me what the first point today we'll discuss. React is what approach? React is what approach? Component based approach. React is built using single component by combining multiple components. By combining multiple components. The component is as big as what a page, as small as a button also. Button also one component. First point. Second point is what? Before the React, the logics are implemented at what side? Server side. But the number of logics are implemented server side means server burden is increased. There is server affected. Because these days everyone using online. Everyone is using what? Online. That's what doing the logics at server side is good. Moving the logics to client side is good. Moving the logics to client side. To move the logics to client side, React. React will help you to write the logics at client side itself. Second point. Third point is what? Single application. You know that when you click on the products, entire page will be loaded. Entire page, that time means 2008, 2007, who were using the applications here. That time, no one using application, very less load. No problem. Entire page loading also, any problem is there? No problem. But now entire page loading is good, specific content loading good is good. The concept is what? Single web application. Instead of reloading entire page or entire project, we need to reload what? Specific content of the page using what the concept name? Single web application. Next point. Redux. Redux is like, we have the two states, local state and the global state. Local state at what component level? Global state at what? One component, multiple components. Multiple components. Multiple components, global state will maintain using what? Redux. Redux means think like global state. Redux means what? Global state. Fifth point is what? Axios. Front end is what? React. Back end is what? The front end React is interact with back end Axios. What you can say? REST APIs. Using the concept is what? Axios. Today we done the 5 points, guys. Evening class also discuss the 5 points. That is like React. And tomorrow you'll implement the programming. Yes or no? Hey, here there is no lag. Ratan sir class there is no lag. Always you have to move on what application point of view. Think about what the concepts you are going to discuss. Then we start implementing the components. Start implementing what? Yeah. So take the break. Go to the lab. Online people, 4 o'clock we will meet. Bye. Online people, any questions? Hey, if you have any questions, you can respond, no problem. Yeah, you can talk, no problem. The class is going good, right? The class is going good. You understand the points, right? Yeah, how many days? Up to project completion, Arjun. Mostly you will take 1 month or we will see on that. But thinking about application, that's it. Project. That project we need to deploy into the GitHub and I will make the project into live. Uh, Hey Bharat, no, that's a continuation class. Today is the first class is done, na? Evening second class is going to take. Next topic, yeah. Yeah. Not repeated. No, yeah. I am not interested to repeat the classes. The classes are moving. Surya, you got the point, right? Morning 9 o'clock we have the class and 4 o'clock we have the class. Now we discussed 5 points. Evening we will continue. Remaining points, other points. Yeah, because you put more concentration on the work. It's like morning and evening, so that you as early as possible you'll get the clarity and you'll finish the concepts. Every day 1 hour class means remaining time you are enjoying it's not good, right? Because we need to host the project because we are talking about the project level everything. That's what every time you read the points. Exactly, Bars. Per day, 2 classes we have. At morning 9 a.m. one class and evening 4 p.m. one class. Generally, in the live classes, they will do some practice. Meanwhile, yeah, I'll share some documents with you after finishing the payments. In the documents, we have the assignments. Live people, live classes people, they will do the lab here itself under my guidance. But for you guys, after finishing the payments and all, I will share the that assignments link to you. No, not 2 batches. It's like 2 classes per day. That's what you have any queries, you can ask me. That's what I'm. Yeah, think about always from application point of view, guys, real time. So I think I'm talking about all about the real time. Front end is the React, back end is the REST APIs. The front end React will interact with the back end REST APIs using Axios and the global state using Redux, single base application. You got the clarity about all the points, right? Today points, right? Yeah. Bye, guys. Evening we'll meet by 4 o'clock. Bye.